I'm Daryl. I'm with Full Bore Engraving Co. And today we've got an in-depth video on how to use CorelDRAW to design a cake topper. If you don't know what a cake topper is, just stay tuned and you'll see. So I'm going to break this video into 3 parts. In case you don't want to see all of it, you can skip to the second or third part depending on what you want to do. In part 1, we're going to start with the design in CorelDRAW, how to get it from a bitmap to a vector so that we can use to cut it out with a laser. Part 2 is going to be continuation of that, and part 3 is going to be the ending of it with the words put on, and then you'll see a demo of the laser actually cutting it out, and then there'll be a picture at the end of the final product. So stay tuned and hope you enjoy this. Please like and subscribe. It would help the channel very much. Thanks. Bye. Hi, I'm Daryl with Full Bore Engraving Co. This is another video about how to make a cake topper. This is the graphic that I was given. 33, the birthday Tyler gets another daughter. So most cake toppers have the words where you can kind of tie them together so they'll hold together after you make the cake topper. But this one's a little more difficult. The birthday Tyler and the gets another daughter, well, the birthday and the word another are out there floating on their own. So I'm going to show you how, one way at least, to connect those together and make the cake topper. This is the bitmap that I was given, and I've already made it it's about 12 by 12 size. Got 20-inch canvas by 20-inch canvas, which is whatever you want to do, you can do that. So the first thing we need to do is let's trace it. So we'll go up here to Trace Bitmap, come down to Outline Trace, come down to Clip Art, which is what I normally use. I'm going to make this bigger so you can see it a little bit better. And you can see down here the progress. There it is, 100%. Now what I like to do is go to Colors, and all I need is the black and white. I don't need all these other shades of gray, so let's just tell it to use 2 colors. So highlight that, press 2, hit enter. And then let's go back to the settings. And you'll see there's a white still in this area right here and here and here. White's gone from everywhere else, except these little pieces here also have white. And you can take those out later, but I find it easier to do it now. So we go over here where it says remove, you click the background, click color from entire image, and you see it all disappeared. So that's what we want. Black and white's gone, and all we got is our transparency. That's what these little checkerboards represent. So I'm going to hit OK. And I'm going to set my nudge factor to 18 inches. And you can only see one graphic here, but there's actually 2. There's one, is the vector. The other one is the bitmap that we started with. So the vector should be selected now. I'm going to hit the right arrow button and move. Let's hit the right arrow button and move it over 18 inches. And let's just make sure that that's the vector. So zoom in. You see how smooth the lines are. So that tells you that it's the vector. Versus moving in here, you see jaggedy, fuzzy. That's the bitmap that we started with. So now I'm going to select that one, and I'm just going to move it out of the way. And this one, let's move it over and hit the plus key on the keyboard. That duplicates it, and I'm going to move it up. That way I have another identical trace in case I mess this one up. So the first thing let's do, let's break it apart. So you click on that, go up here to Object, come down to Group, and Ungroup. So now I want to get the heart separate from all the words. So let's select our number 3, this 3, and let's move it over with the arrow button, 18 inches. So nudge that one over also. And let's nudge the birthday, that part, and then the B, that part. Don't forget the I. This is the dot of the I, so move it over. And then click another, move it over. Now this is where we get to some little problems. The T will go by itself, no problem. But when I click on the YLER, look what happens. Try to move it over, the arrow part of the heart goes with it, which is not what I want. So let's go to the daughter, click it. See, that one worked because it wasn't touching anything. And then we can select the exclamation mark, move it over, nudge it over. Let's see if we can get the gets. Now, so here's what I'm talking about. GETS. This white background is not connected to anything. You see this black looks to be all by itself, all in one piece. So let's click it. I think we can move it over. So hit the arrow button. Sure, there it goes. It moved it over. So now let's try. We tried the Tyler or the YLER, and I'm going to show you the reason the word "the" isn't going to work either. Because you see right there, it's tied into the heart. So when I try to move that one over, the whole half the heart goes. So let's back that up. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to select this, hit F4. Oh, I'm sorry. Select that and zoom in. Just to that part. And let's go back here to our pick tool. Everything is, let's make sure we select it all. And this time, let's go up here and take the fill out of it. So if I left click, my left mouse button on this line, that will take the fill out. But let's go down here and right click the right mouse button on red and put an outline there. So now we can come down here and we can say, all right, I know before that this was attached. You can see this part fills into that part. So let's do this. Let's pick let's pick a 2-point line. And let's just put a line. I don't like that line. Let's put a line starting right here down to here. Okay. Now let's go to our Smart Fill tool and let's set it on black, and let's fill in this word YLER, and let's hit the right arrow button and move it over. So let's do the same thing with the "the." So let me show you what happens if I don't draw that line. Here's what happens. If I try to fill in the word "the," see, it fills in the heart. So let's back that up. Let's take our 2-point line tool again. Let's come down here, and it's attached right here. So let's put a little line there to there, and then pick our fill tool again and fill the word "the." It worked. So nudge that over. So now let's see if we got all the words. We have 3, the birthday Tyler gets another daughter, exclamation mark. All right, we're good. So now what I want to do, I want to make this heart all one piece. So let's go and zoom in on it. I click the zoom button here and just drag around the part I want zoomed in on, and there it goes. So let's go and pick our shape tool. Well, I'm sorry. Let's do this piece at a time. So what we want to do is we want to see if we can get this YLER out of there. So let's click on it, and then I click our shape tool, and there's all the nodes. So the first thing we want to do, let's delete some of these nodes. We don't need all of this YLER stuff. So let's just select all those nodes and hit delete on the keyboard. All those, delete, keyboard. And just keep deleting nodes that we know we don't want. You can double click on one individual one and it will disappear like this. Or you can hold the shift button down and select several like that and hit delete. And there's several ways you can do it. Let's just go ahead and delete these one at a time. Okay, let's drag it across and get these. Delete those. Let's delete this, including the line that we drew earlier. So click on that separately because it is a separate object. Hit delete. Oh, I'm sorry. When in this mode, you have to select them and then hit delete. So select this back. Again, go down here and delete. Delete. Delete those. And now what we can do, we can click on this individual one here and we'll reshape that little piece to fit the inside diameter of our heart. Then we can click off of that and look, see if that looks good. And we'll come back and clean it up later. So now let's go down here and work on this one. So we can select these objects that are by themselves and just delete them without highlighting everything. Here's one by itself. This one's by itself. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. So now what I like to do here, you can do it several different ways, but let's do this. Let's go pick our 3-point curve. And let's put one end of it there. Click and hold the button, your left mouse button down. Come down here until it snaps over to that piece. Then let go. And then you can move, put a slight curve in it, similar to what's already there. And then you click your button and it puts it down. Let's do the same thing over here. So let's click that little, well, I'll show you how we can fix that. We'll go up here, and that's going to snap to there. And let's give it a slight curve again. And then let's click your shape tool again. Come down and just grab this individual one and move it up to there. Okay. Now I want to click my virtual segment delete tool. I want to delete this piece. I want to delete this piece. Okay. Now, again, I'll show you here in a little bit what we can do to. Right now, that's a separate object, but let's don't worry about it for now. So let's just continue on and do what we've been doing. So I'm going to select these pieces. Delete, delete, delete. And here's another trick you can pull. Let's go ahead and put our 3-point line up first right now. Zoom in. And the way I'm zooming in right now, I'm using the mouse wheel. Roll it back and forth and you zoom in and out. So I'm going to put the first node there, click and hold. Come down till that one snaps in. Let go. Put the slight curve in it. Click again. puts it in. Now let's go back to our virtual segment delete tool and just delete that. Okay. There's a slight gap there, but we're not going to worry about that for right now. And that was a little over. Now, while we're here, let's just go ahead and fix it. We'll grab that one, let it snap into right in there. And that doesn't make them one piece yet, but let's just drag that up a little bit. We'll show you how we'll handle that. All right, here's a piece of the heart that we really don't need. So let's just select it and delete it. And let's come up to this piece. And let's just delete these. Okay, that looks pretty good. And let's do the THE. So we don't need this piece in the middle, so I'll select it, delete it. Well, as happens sometimes, CorelDRAW has a little hiccup every now and then. Well, it's not liking me doing that. It's selecting the whole thing. So let's go ahead and do this. Go to our shape tool and just start deleting nodes.